Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're here in our, I don't know. I don't know what this is. Kimono. It could help out with this conversation. We'll see. See what goes on here.
You have acquired the hat. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Okay, I wasn't expecting him to immediately compliment on my appearance, but sure, we have a weird outfit right now. The off-the-shoulder Camino, I'm not entirely, or whatever the hell we're wearing right now, is not exactly the look I was going for, but sure. You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc.
Alright, congratulations for you. Charles Villedron.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Okay. Please tell me before you got this beautiful silk robe, please.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. Okay, so, you actually witnessed the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. The man gives a solemn nod. Okay. Let's start from the beginning, if you don't mind. Officer, it is very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. Meaning it was terrifying? No, the man shook his head. I mean, it was so strange, I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. Alright, who were they? Can you describe them? I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them, but they were very loud and very Martinez. He pauses, looking for the right wording. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. Alright, how many of them were there? I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8? What happened next? I went back inside. Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing. Wait, you didn't actually see the lynching happen? Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see. But I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. Were they men? Women? All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. Ethnicity, perhaps? I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. Pagites? I have no idea. And I'm quite certain that one spoke with a Mexican accent. What happened next? Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. Eventually their shouts died down, and there was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. So why didn't you call the RCM? The man wipes his glasses. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. For 7 days? The hell you say? I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. Can you at least tell me when it happened? All I can say is that it was late. Okay, so you can leave this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you? No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Alright, well, that was a waste of my time. I'm sorry I couldn't be more assistance. Okay, so what are you doing here in Martinez anyway? The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. He raised an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like heart disease, blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? Ah, well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This is, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we were out here. Is there some sign of bureaucrat? Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur la Clef, working for the Institute of Price Stability. He glances at his watch. This is one of the main projects of the Morat to the Turn. What is the international community exactly? La Comunità Internationale is what Revocolians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. Okay, what is the price stabilité? It's the most important thing. Doesn't tell me anything. It is a central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining social stability. Okay, how does this benefit us exactly? Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. 2% of what? But not too far below. No, below is too bad. Below, but close to 2%. You're not answering my questions, like, at all. He just likes to hear himself talk, I suppose. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? Sure, why not? Give me a leaflet. Sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'etre of moralité. It is the reason why I identify as moralist. He pats his pocket. Oh, but I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moralité's commitment to transparency. Yeah. So I've heard about moralité before, vaguely remember it, but I want to know more. It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of many mind babies, as is the coalition. And you're a moralist. But of course, alright, am I a moralist? Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values? Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me right now. Martinez? No, Martinez is something else. Alright, what about the rest of Revocol? Is it part of the normal world? Revocol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't achieved full democracy. But they're working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. He gives you an approving nod. Alright. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer? Everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics. Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Alright, what about Sur le Clef? What is there to say? Sur le Clef is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revocol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes. Okay, what makes Revocol Sur le Clef's darling? Because a great percentage of Revocol's culture hails from Sur le Clef. Its language, its people, its cuisine even, or at least in the downtown La Delta area. Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared Sur le Clef's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes. Okay, enough business, talk about something else. Tell me about your friend, the guy smoking outside. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family emigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Okay, what's Kedra? Kedra is a candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. What do you mean? That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. Okay, what is EPIS? EPIS is a very special program developed by the Morlalechan to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eyes can see. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel, another success. And between you and me, the Morlalechan feels emboldened by the success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. Okay, what does it stand for? Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Morlalechan. No, what do the letters stand for? It's been such a wild, extraordinary success. Okay, you haven't heard the words I'm saying. Supernatural Political Alliance, the United States of Occident. Okay, so is it going to be like this place here? You mean like Revocol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. Okay, how about Revocol? Is it going to be part of the EPIS? It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS. Okay. Didn't you say candidate members never become real members? No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. Yeah, right. Yeah, frickin' right. You know how long Puerto Rico has been a candidate member of the United States? Too frickin' long, alright? There's a bunch of territories, I guess they're still called. It's a very 19th century term, but nevertheless, that's what they are. They're territories of the United States. It's absurd. They should be like full member states by this point. It's been 100 years. Time to, actually do it. So, same deal here, too. You're going to get candidate members that are basically under the direct control, but don't actually have any say. It's not real democracy. It's just, I don't know, imperialism, I suppose? But we're talking about my friend here, not politics. Okay, how did you two become friends? How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Elysium Azola. Oil platforms ablaze in the night. Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. You're describing how the coalition occupied Rivakal. One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his opinion. The man pats his pockets looking for something, and not just allowed, encourage even. Have you ever tried debate? What? He's having his own little conversation here. Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but now that I started thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, He moves his fingers. Very creative. Helps relieve stress. Okay, you still haven't told me who he is? Sorry, who? The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony? We were just talking about him. But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It's a cornerstone of our civilization. Okay, do you happen to know his real name? Officer, you have to understand, I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation. So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts? He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. Okay, which arts? He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design? Printmaking? Who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. Okay, what are you doing in his apartment by yourself? Just enjoying the view. The man smiles down to the window. What view? It's dark. Listen, he says, raising his hand. A baby is crying in their neighboring apartment. Right, someone's baby is crying. No, listen, he says again, looking outside. The Insulian Bay. Okay, what about it? This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. Okay, this guy is worthless. He's abso-freaking-lutely worthless. Oh, alright. Well, what do you have now? Sunday friend. A moment, you say. Go ahead. You have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't be able to chance to speak again once you leave. Okay, well. Why can't we talk later, out of curiosity? It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And a press for time. After you leave, I shall be leaving as well. Alright, well, just get the fuck out, I think. Of course, I'm glad I could help. Yeah, you didn't help at all? Really? Getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinion somewhere in Martinez. It's because I keep saying none of the above to the political stuff, isn't it? It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's a hangover, maybe it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience. Okay, what? Where's this Kingdom of Conscience? It's not a place, it's a moment in time that could only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Okay, how do you bring about these circumstances? Incrementally. You'll get there faster with little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. What about all the things that are wrong now? Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above those of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What benevolence? What a fucking joke. Alright. Is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things, or just preserving the status quo? Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? That seems like a trick question, but yes. There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress. I suppose? Maybe, no. Well. Sometimes, no, I get it. Sometimes it is, yes. What's the Kingdom of Conscience like? Kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. Alright. Alonze, let's go there right now. Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? Oh, right. Then let's get there eventually? That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revocol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we're all going to be so much happier. Okay, so we have a new thought available because of that. We're still working on Jamas Vu, I think. We're still working on it? Or no. We got it. Let's unlock this. We have lots of skill points. I'm not feeling too bad about that. Let's do that. Confirm, and then get the Kingdom of Conscience in there. And yeah, there. And nope. Kingdom of Conscience. Internalize. There we go. So Hardic is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue. And they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once the nuanced plans have been realized? Okay, so right now we're what? A communist, capitalist, Democrat? Kind of? Sort of? We've got a weird kind of, well, -2 to half-light. I kind of hate that. Calm water. Okay, well, we'll see how this works out. This guy, though, this guy we just talked to, fucking worthless. Why do we even do this? Someone's always watching. Yeah, you keep saying that. Alright, so, not wild about the party silk dragon robe. It's funny it goes off the shoulder. We're still wearing the shirt and tie, though. So, I mean, I guess +1 electrochemistry is not really what I want today. What else do we got? The -1 half-light, I'm not wild about either. I'm the +1 Esprit de Corps is probably right. Though we don't really need help in that regard either. You know what, +1 to empathy is probably not a bad idea. Why don't we do that? The hat gives us something, though, doesn't it? -1 suggestion, but, you know, we do need the +1 logic. Yeah, we do. We do. Until we find a better hat, I'm keeping it. Okay. Alright. Hit tab, see if there's anything else in the area. Nope. Okay, we're getting the hell out then. As we roll in here. Oh, Revachol. Okay. I was told when pronouncing it as Revachol this whole time. Be nice if that pronunciation guy came in a little bit earlier, just saying. Okay, so Kim should be back tomorrow, theoretically. Did we look at this? Hold on. That was a whole lot of nothing. I don't even know what this is. Probably an air conditioning unit or something. How about this thing? Can we... Oh, okay. Alright, anything else around? I mean, I wonder... We could probably equip our crowbar and see if we can get in there. Where is my crowbar? There it is. Let's trade out the smokes. We don't need those right now anyway. Can I... Oh, there we go. It's blue. Okay, I was hiding money for some reason. Don't ask too many questions. It's fine. Okay, what else do we got here? Let's look at our journal. Let's see, close the waterlock on tomorrow. Okay, Door Gunner remix. We need to listen to this with Kim. Question Clashage. Oh, right. Shit. She's still up there? I mean, it's been a while. We waited a couple hours to wait for this guy to show up, so it's going to be a bit. Wish there was a way to fast travel. To have to do the loading screen more than like 3 times in a row right here. And leave out this way, right? No, downstairs, downstairs. I don't... Why is it so confusing? I don't know. There's no real good way to do this, I think, sometimes. Okay. I don't know if we have any more white checks to look at. Right now it feels like we're kind of... I don't know, running in place a little bit? I wonder if that's because Kim's not with us. Making it all very, very difficult. Let's go this way. In the dark, it's actually a little bit harder to see. I do love the art style, though. Okay, Joyce is not going to help us right now. That's not an issue. We could find our badge. That'd be great, but that's apparently not a thing yet. So let's go to... Let's see if Clashage is up top. I mean, it's raining right now, so probably not, but maybe. So, best way to get there is through here, probably. Could go through the secret entrance, but that seems a little bit strange. Okay, you guys already talked to, so we're good there. Some of these guys... Oh, there's a bottle right there. Like, on his... I don't know where that bottle exactly was. Don't know if it was supposed to be, like, on the counter or, like, inside of him. One of those. Alright, let's go this side. And see if Clashage is waiting to... I don't remember if that's her name. Like, how you pronounce it. See if she's willing to talk. Well, we just walk right in, apparently. It's making the key sound like that's actually what's happening, but we're not. Oh, I should probably put the crowbar away. That would be a little intimidating, wouldn't it? Even if a guy you know walked up to you holding a crowbar, you'd be asking some questions. Alright. See if she's still over here. I mean, it'd be in the rain. Well, she's a smoker. Smoker's got to smoke even if it's going to be out in the rain. Yep, there she is. Okay, let's see if she's collected herself enough to answer some questions.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Okay. Shoot, I don't remember which way to go here. I think it's about you. And... Nope, that's it there. So-called assault. And tell me about him. Oh, come on. I can't talk about his... Okay. Can we be a little empathetic here? Also seen him in a dream? You have? Not like I do, I imagine. She run out of cigarette. Time to light a new one. She sees them in each other's arms. Alright. You're in each other. I mean, you might as well go ahead and go with the electrochemistry success, right? I mean, it has tried to steer us wrong in the past. We could try this. Yes, and then he's dead. His mouth agape. She looks into the light green pack of cigarettes and pulls out another one, preparing to light it. Okay, I see him as me. She dips the cigarette in the lightish flame and inhales and looks at you with his lungs full of smoke. I can see the similarity, yes. She breathes out through her nostrils. The air smells of menthol, and that's it. Okay. So now we need to wait for her to be able to cope, and that might be tomorrow. Yeah. We have nothing to do with this now. Alright. We have this here. Find Moral the cryptozoologist and signature forever up, and we can't do that until we actually close the waterlock. We didn't actually ask him to tell us about the case? That seems weird. And singing karaoke is apparently an opportunity, so we'll see. But, okay, so let's go back outside. Or inside, rather. We can go downstairs and try to sing karaoke, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably not going to work out. It seems like karaoke always seems to me like a Friday thing. Like, it doesn't work on Saturday or Sunday nights or weekday nights. It has to be Friday. I don't know why I think that. People probably do karaoke all the time, every time. But for some reason, for me, it seems like a Friday thing. Though we haven't found the right song yet. So, I mean, yeah, none of this is lit up, so we can't do anything here. Okay. Let's do this sensible thing and try to have a good night's sleep. Theoretically, Kim should be back tomorrow to help us out with the case. And then we should be good to go. Be able to do a couple more of these things. Really, we haven't done anything that he would disapprove of, I think. I think for the most part, we're actually pretty good. Okay, so let's go to bed. Alright, so go to sleep. We have enough cash for 2 more nights here if we need it. The bed is still cold for the wind blowing in through the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Alright, probably another bad dream. Let's go for it. Here we are again.
Here we are again, my broken bird. Waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
I was not expecting voice acting for some reason. It's funny, the limbic system almost is always voice acted, but not necessarily everything else.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And this is not voiced. There's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? Alright. Body's worthless anyway, no one does anything nice to it. That's probably not the way to go there. Alright. I'm sorry, cells, it's all me. It's all my fault. It's gonna take personal responsibility.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. That'll check you out. Give you some pills. Make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
That sounded sarcastic.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital.
Yet.
All you've got to do is pray to God it passes, while you stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep. That'd do the trick. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Alright, open your eyes. Time to go back to work. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copotype. Wait, there are copotypes? Yes, guess what yours is? Cool cop? No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on here. Okay, but what are the other copotypes? Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Won't the other copotypes be jealous? What? Jealous of this sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copotype from sorry to anything. You know what? Being sorry's probably a start, so sure. I'm sorry. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info, or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen. I like how logic easily says, that's never happening? What the fuck? Okay, so we have righteous self-critique, or rigorous self-critique, sorry. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Matazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh off your back with a cat o' nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. You know, you got to take responsibility, so definitely unlock, confirm, internalize that. There you go. Oh, shit. Are we doing both of these at the same time? I think we are, right? I think we are. Yes, we are. Okay, no, yeah, we're good. That's going to take some while to self-internalize. Nothing else around here, right? I'm going to look at the mirror again, but that really did not go well last time, so let's not do it. Okay, so what are we doing today? Theoretically meeting up with Kim, who should be downstairs. Assuming he's back and all the processing is done and all that good stuff. Let's see who you are. What the heck? Oh, Kim is here. Good. Oh, good. Yeah, hello. The woman is in RCM patrol officer uniform, winces as she notices you. Well, that's probably the hat, right?
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
As Lieutenant Kistaragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in their RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant. Okay. Fine. So I'll go ahead and leave. Let's talk to Kim. Hey, Kim. What's up?
Yes?
Formidable. Oh, +1 to the sorry cop gives us the ability to do this, possibly. Why the 41st send me? Oh, come on. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. Damage morale. You looked at him, you keep the lieutenant waiting for long. Alright, so... Yeah, I thought we already talked about the case. This is why this should not be in our journal right now. Alright, I have all I need for now, I guess. Alright, it's funny we just say hello and get back to work immediately. Which I guess is fine. We do need to listen to the recording. Why are there 2 RCM officers here?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face, it reflects the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Alright. Well, looks don't matter, it's what's on the inside that counts.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Kim, who is this guy? He shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses, and the woman beside him. Ooh, boy, they're mad at him. No wonder, he just doesn't recognize them. Alright, there's something strange about this guy. We have a good chance of figuring this out. Oh, shit. Are these guys... These guys are my fellow police officers from my precinct, aren't they? You know what it is. It's just like the two of you know each other. Just ask him. Alright, do you know me from somewhere? Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere. Another life. Alright, from where? From another life? Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... He pauses. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Well, we know it's the 41st. Okay, okay. The man sounds generally excited. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds, somewhere good. Okay. Let's talk more about that hypothetical station 41 you mentioned. Oh, the hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. Blinks aggressively, you can tell behind his shades. Wow, that's some aggressive blinking. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. Alright, so what would our relationship be in this alternate universe? Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Alright. Seem like a cool guy? Love to have you as my partner. Would you now? Or would I be cramping your style? The man bites his lip and waves his hand. Never mind, partner. I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner, he's going to know. I'm not your partner, he says quickly. This union is temporary. Little premonition for you, Lieutenant. He turns to Kim. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off. When that happens, I suggest you take his advice. Lieutenant merely bows his head in response. Alright, do you have a crime to solve? Oh, no, 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 no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes, and let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work. This isn't helping, she says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Okay, who else is in our imaginary police station? You're not going to believe this, but... The man pauses for dramatic effect. Police officers. Yes, sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting their drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular, boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing particularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung. The far-out son of Lung? Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. He winks at you sarcastically. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Okay. Want to tell me more about him? Or her? Not even a little bit. It's an urban myth, Lieutenant says quietly, about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lung. He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dashed off by the sunglass man. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Alright, I can't imagine this hypothetical 41st anymore, sorry. Neither can I, partner. Neither can I. His gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness. Alright, well, I got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? Sack of shit? Exactly. The man nods excitedly in approval. Alright, well, now will you answer some questions for me? No, he says calmly, then just keeps staring at you. Why not? Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Alright, if you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Jean. Okay, say things, he adopts the lighter tone. I want to hear you say things. Hear that? He wants you to say things. Easy one. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a case-related thing stopped popping up your head. Okay, great. Alright, doing this investigation, it turns out he was shot and hanged. You think he was hanged as a cover-up to hide the shooting? Basically, yes. Okay, well, he corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? Gives you an odd look. I healed our morale suddenly. Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow bouncing those ideas off this man with sunglasses felt calming, like we've done it before. Oh my god, there's more. He looks at you in disbelief. You want something more. What is it? Let's talk more about the hangman. Man's hanged. You know who hanged him? Not yet. I can see that. Why am I telling you this? Alright. See you around. Watch out for yourself. Okay. That voice so very familiar. Do you hear it when calling to your station reporting your badge missing? Yes. Totally did. I recognize your voice. Oh, really? I wonder where. Lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there. That's where you remember me from? I have a bit of memory trouble. You don't say. He turns away from you. Goodbye, then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. Okay, the man with the sunglasses in the hypothetical station 41. Weird, right? It is super weird. There's something we're missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy and you'll probably get laughed at, but still, I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station. Yeah, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though. Okay, so we can just ask him. So let's just do
Again.
that.
I can't believe this shit.
Alright, look, I have to ask. Are we from the same police station? I'm going to say no. Just see what you'll say to that. What do you say? Okay. Okay? Sean, he said okay. Give it a rest. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He's a firefighter, a male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. I'll see you around. So chances are he used to be our partner, and then something went really, really... Well, apparently we told him to fuck off. Apparently what happened. Okay, well, that stinks. Let's see what our journal says to do next. Well, today's Wednesday, so we should be able to close the water lock now. Oh, we should also listen to Door Gunner. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Probably not here, though. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's listen to it here. Why the hell not? So, we should need to equip the boombox, so do that. And we need to equip the... Does it interact? Yeah, here we go. Door Gunner Minimax. Here we go. But we'll do this, actually... It seems a little late to start this right this very second. So we'll do this next time. In which case, right now, I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. This has been Disco Elysium. I'm Piece of the Universe, you're Piece of the Universe 2. And I'll see you guys next time.